Dextor plays BattleTech, going for all the mechs. Welcome back to BattleTech. I am going to do a mission for the purpose of getting an achievement. The achievement being, I think it's one mech survives with no pilots injured. And since I have lethality on, that means only one pilot can go down. So I'm sending down one mech. This could be funny, this could be bad. But I am on the planet where Standoff will occur with the Black Widow Squadron. And I'm just going through some of the missions here first. This is a one skull mission. And we're just going to be taking this one dude on here. So let's go have fun with this. It's purdy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to come on in here and play. How y'all doing? Y'all in here somewhere? I might come over this way. I've also gone through and I have highly optimized all of my guys. Oh, nice. Oh, look at you! Throwing your weight around. Yep. That's a javelin, I think. And another one. What? That was a 50. That was a 55, so that's a lightweight. Gimme. Crap. Okay. Everybody going before me? What's up with that? Alright, now the fun starts. That thing, yeah, that 30 ton and a 55. Yep. Alright, you know what? First thing first. Now here's a point where I think that's a 50 ton guy. I'm gonna do this because that's gonna kill the locust. So I got one guy guaranteed dead, and I got a few other things wounded. And now we'll step back into forest, switching sides.
What say we take it to him?
Gonna come forward? The crab runs in. Snip, he says. Uh-huh. You missed. Really? Everybody else moved? They did. That's
yeah.
That's not good. Can I hit you? No, I have to move. I'll move over here.
On my way.
Precision strike you. Center torso. How much you got in there? 170, and you're dropping 40%. 30, 60, 230. 90, 180, 270. I think that kills him. You know what? Let's not mess around. Let's just take him out. Up comes the Griffin. Hot shot. Alright, let me take a look at these guys, or at least this guy.
Mostly missed me.
Mostly. Yeah. Why is that popping up? Shouldn't. So the 30-ton mech is probably pretty hurt. I'm going to do another thumper over here. Drop the 30, I think.
We're firing some artillery.
Yep. He dead. And then we're going to go hide over on the corner. This feels unfair. Game tried to warn me before I came. It's like, dude, you need more firepower. I'm not so sure about that. Alrighty, you. Bull Shark, Griffin, Center Torso.
This is everything I got.
Oops, my bad.
Took him down.
Good work, Commander. I've singled our employers. Operation's done for now.
Mission successful.
Did I get it? Did I get it? Come on. Did I get it? Gimme. Damn it. Hey, at least I got another javelin, right? Okay, gimme. Ha ha! One max army. Got it! Oh, that's hilarious, actually. All right. Also, as a quick recap before we get into the actual mission, which will be in its own episode, let's go here. Javelin, back in, store there. I'm going to sell this sucker off. I'm up 33,000 now. Let's go to the store. And I want to see if I have anything in here I want. Banshee, no. Crab, Javelin, Rifleman, Trench Bucket, Victor, Warhammer, 6R, nope. Nope, and nope, and all sorts of nopes. Heat exchanger, nope, don't need it. All right, what's in the black market that's going to cost me an arm and a freaking leg because they hate my guts? Awesome. Banshee, Black... No, it's got 2 pieces of that, too. 32, 30... Oh, man. You know what? I could get it. Raven 1X? Yeah, 1A or 3X are the variants that I wouldn't mind having. Infernos missiles. Those are some decent LBXs. There's that UAC-10 we've been seeing laying around. Hit defense, melee. Okay, so look at the hit defense. 26 million. They want to charge me an arm and a leg. I might actually buy this just for the purposes of having that complete. That would finish all of my heavies off and leave me only with 4 assaults that I still want to get. 2 Cyclops, 2 Battlemaster variants. All right. So with that, let's go in here and take a look at the mech bag. So this is just the show preview before we get into the missions. So first, Bull Shark, 95-ton artillery carrying assault mech. Going in with 4 UAC-5s for additional recoil reduction and a reduction in tonnage, throwing out quite a bit of damage. We'll look at that in a second. I got 2 medium ER plus lasers. I took out a pulse and replaced it with an ER to get a ton back. I threw out a regular heatsink and I put in a heat exchange. I've also swapped out a heatsink for a double heatsink. So I have the best heat sinking I think this thing's ever seen at 90 to 98. Pretty impressive. Its overall firepower and damage is doing 451 points of damage, and its melee is meager at 130. It's the base melee damage it does. Nothing modified there. We're going to go in with the cockpit mod for 3 injury hit resist to prevent head damage, head wounds. I think there's 2 missions I'm going to go in. I might actually swap that out and go for something like Communications 3, because if I take a head injury on the last mission, it's all right, because who cares if I'm sitting in the med bay at the end? It's over. And then I got 3 hit defense on the gyro. Next up is going to be Annihilator, the 1A variant. The Annihilator has the BSC system, which gives me a plus 20% to all my ballistic damage and gives me more stability. I'm also taking a ton of ballistics for that plus 20. I have 4 UAC-10 double pluses doing an additional 10 points of stability damage, but the biggest thing is reduction in weight. I'm carrying 6 tons of AC-10 ammo, which is going to give me, each one of these things is a round, basically. I'm firing 8 rounds every turn, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds of fire. I have a heat exchanger in this one as well. The gyro defense, 3 points. The cockpit for injury mods, and as much heat sinking as I could get, giving me a heat sink of 60 to 86, which keeps him fairly cool. I have swapped in 2 more heat sinks for regular heat sinks, so I got another 6 points of heat reduction out of this guy, and he's tossing a total of 480 points of damage. But notice when I look at this, that's the 60 times 2, that's 120, 240, 480. Doesn't include the plus 20%, so it's not 480, it's 480 plus 96 for 576 points of damage. third thing up that's going in, we're going to be sending in the Cataphract 0X, the ECM variant. In the Cataphract, we have the X1 electronic warfare equipment, which will create an EMC field around us and also give us the ability to do active pinging for sensor locking. Plus, I'll be running a sensor lock person in this as well, so that when they move, they have a variety of options of what they can do for sensoring. This is going to generate 2 charges of an ECM field. Everybody else gets 1 charge. Just as a reminder, a charge is consumed whenever you shoot or use a special ability like the sensor locking. So if I sensor lock something where I shoot, you lose 1. So everybody else who's under the ECM field is cloaked until they shoot. This guy is cloaked even if he does shoot. So this gives me the chance to use him to move him around first, shoot, still have everybody with 1 ECM charge and all cloaked. In addition to this, he's going to be running with a UAC-10, much like the Annihilator is running with. This is just for if he wants to take a shot. I can also use, if he fires, I'm not really looking at this one to do DPS. The other 2 are damage dealers. The Bull Shark and the Annihilator are damage dealers. This guy is really for ECM and for other functionality. And that functionality be maybe a targeted shot at something where they got a few points left, and so I can do a called shot and knock out the part, the center torso, whatever. Or I just want to strip off 1 evasion point rather than stripping off 2 evasion points with the sensors lock. In addition, we're going to be running tag. Tag is going to increase the damage I do by 15%. This is going to be handy when I go into the final combat because there's going to be 2 different Marauders in that group, and there's a bug where they stack, so they're going to get 20% damage reduction on top of everything else. It does make a headshot with a Gauss rifle impossible with a single hit, but we've got that dealt with as well. He's going to run 2 ER medium lasers and 2 small lasers, and basically he's just there to fight something if it gets in close. He's going to have 3 points of hit defense. He's got the cockpit mod, and he's got quite a bit of arm mods on him in case he also wants to go physical. So melee wise, he's going to be doing 130 points of damage, pretty much the same as what the Bull Shark was doing. His hit efficiency isn't bad at 42 to 81. He can run hot if he fires everything, but then again, this particular mech isn't expected to be firing every single round. With my DPS guys, I do want to fire every single round if possible. He still does some decent damage at 271. It's not the best in the world, but it's pretty good considering that this is supposed to be an electronic warfare mech. So all very good. Next. Next up on the primary line is going to be the Marauder 3R. The Marauder 3R has been around with me for a while, and the last one, this is my headhunter. The Marauder has a unique capability with the Lance command module in that all its called shots get a bonus. So if I'm shooting something and I do a cold shot like I had, instead of getting 18%, I get 33%. A much better chance to do cold shots with this guy, especially if I'm going off of something that's normally easy to hit, like a chest. He's guaranteed pretty much to hit the center torso. With headshots, I get a headshot 1 every 3 shots, 33%. I'm using a UAC-20, which is firing 2 shots. That means, roughly speaking, every 3 rounds, I'm killing 2 mechs with headshots. It doesn't always come out that way, but that's the way the math is working. He is very effective, and where his DPS is actually the lowest of the bunch, well, not the Cataphract, he's lowest at 320. The purpose of his is to hit the head where all these guys out there have no more than 61 points of armor. With the UAC-20 doing 120, I can hit somebody who is both bulwarked and defended, doing a 40% damage reduction, and still get a critical hit with 1 shot to the head. So this guy is very effective at taking out things like assault mechs. It's a waste of time to shoot small mechs with this going for headshots, because the damage that you can do with the other guys just going through center torso can kill things off. But at an assault level, the amount of armor you have to get through, when you start looking at the percentage spread of damage across the mech's armor, is far higher than the 61 points I need to get through doing a headshot. So that's what his deal is. He's got a targeting system. It is the only TTS I have. In fact, let me double check. I don't think I have another TTS. That's 1 ton, right? That's 2 tons. I don't think I have another TTS that I want to use. Let me just double check it. 3 ballistic. And it's a single ton. Oh my God. That's in. That's awesome. All right, so now I got a ton back. And I think what I will do with my 1 ton is maybe move some stuff around and put in another. Do I want a heatsink? He's doing 48 to 70. Yeah, I think I do want a heatsink. Or do I have a heat exchanger? What's the bottom width? 70. 10% would be 7. That's a little bit more than 1 double heatsink. So, and I don't have any more double heatsinks left. How's the armor? Armor's maxed out in the front. It is, yeah, pretty much maxed out in the front. So we will throw in a heatsink. Actually, you know what I should do? No, let's throw in one more AC-20 ammo. That's 2 shots. That's 10, 25. So that's 10 rounds, almost 12. Yeah, I think another heatsink is better than another thing there. So there we go. So we've just improved my ability to target with a +3 accuracy on ballistics instead of 2. And I saved a ton, giving me 3 more points of heat sinking. So I found a little bit more I could tweak. 3 hit defense on the gyro, cockpit mod. He's running the single plus pulse lasers, small pulse lasers, for a total of 40 points damage each if he gets in close. But really what his other thing is melee. He's the melee guy here at 195. So he hits, and that's all in 1 spot. So keep in mind when you're thinking damage in BattleTech, there's not just the raw damage you're doing, but how much damage to a point that you're doing. So if I do 195 points of damage to a single point, that's actually going to be much better than if I did 300 points of damage spread across the mech. Unless you're going to be going for a long endurance run, in which case 300 DPS might be better if you're just going out there and slugging away. But at this stage, you shouldn't be slugging. You should be surgical. And with that, you want to have high damage with a single hit. It costs you a lot if you miss, but you generally won't because you're skilled enough. All right, we'll put that sucker in there. I have considered a lot of these arm mods. They're all 0 point. They're the 0.2 slot arm mods for 10 damage. The 0.5 I started to get into with the Cataphract, but I do have the 160 damage one here. It's a ton, but it's 5 slots, and it's far better than the 30 I would get out of roughly the equivalent-ish type of damage. So if I had another one of these, I'd stick it in there for sure, but I don't. All right, put that in the cooker. That's the squad going in. Let's take a look at my one backup, which is going to be the Archer. I don't expect to have to use the Archer, but I did want to show you this build. This is one of my favorite missile builds. It is not an assault level missile build. It's a heavy level missile build, but it does get to leverage the special ability that the Archer has. And that is the missilery suite. So with LRM, it allows clustering. What that means is that when I hit a spot, it's going to hit that multiple times with missiles rather than spreading them around. As you remember, I was talking about on the Marauder, hitting a single spot with a lot of damage is generally a much better deal than spreading it around. One of the few case exceptions of that is, for example, I've got a mech which has a couple spots that have only a few more points left to blow it off, and maybe I do want to pepper that one to blow off a couple of arms or a leg or something. But generally speaking, that's not what you want. You're going to want to concentrate your damage. So this guy's going to be throwing 60 missiles. That is probably as much as you're going to see with most things. You know, you could probably get to 80 in an assault class if you really did it, like maybe with I think a stalker might be able to do 4 20s, but it would be really hard to get it in there. And this guy, he's got 60 rounds he's firing with the LRM, 4 tons of ammo. Each ton gives him 2 turns of fire. So he's got a limited endurance of only 8 rounds. So this is really a pick your shot kind of thing. You don't want to just next up, throw it all over. No, when it comes to the archer's turn, the question is there somebody I need to snipe? And that's what he does. He also has the +2 gyro, because I don't have any other +3s left, and I put in a comm system on him. All right. With that, that's the build that's going to be going into the very final standoff. Come back and join me in the next episode. We're going to start standoff and meet the Black Widow Squadron. This is probably the nastiest encounter you will have in this game. This is 2 lances of fully kitted out mechs. It's like somebody sat around and said, I'm going to go build my own, like what I've done. I'm going to build my own alpha kill squad, and they're going to throw 2 of them in there at me. So I got to be careful. Come back and join me. Take care. Bye-bye.
Creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go with the windows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a